I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get, ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. Hey, let me elaborate. Y'all niggas trying fake. I've been out here getting cake. It been a process to get my money straight. I remember them broke days when I ain't thought they could control. I just kept that hammer, homie, nigga, knock out your soul. If you ain't got my money on time, you better cash out. If you do that bad business, homie, don't even give me that. I've been staying out the way cause I ain't doing no dead time. Cause I ain't got time for you, little homie, I'm getting mine. Coolest nigga in the world, but don't try to test me. I won't never lead you astray, that's why the Lord bless me. I need no attention, I just keep the extension. That was me against the world, so I'm feeling like Pop. Chasing all his hundreds like I'm Zeke, but I'm from the block. Monetize the flow, just follow the formula. If you ain't trying to get that bread, then I'm ignoring ya. I'm looking for a way out, cause I'm trying to go global. These niggas ain't on they hustle, they ain't even mobile. These niggas ain't no soldier, that's what a nigga told ya. Elias Cash, nigga ain't nothing free. So you know how it is when you be coming to DC. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get, ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get. I'm the realest in the DMV. Let me.
Salute, brothers. Hope y'all had a blessed, productive day. I ain't do much, just some slight shit. Planning for tomorrow. Tomorrow's workload. So I've had plenty of time to sit back, chill, eat, relax, think, and plan my schedule out. But I had something come to mind. I was like, yeah, let me tell you about the story of High Yella. Now, High Yella was a wonderful young woman. Another one that I met via the maps or whatever. And she was a whole nother Be More resident, right? That was flexing on the dating apps, dispensing her products and services and her goods. So me being me, I was like, oh, okay. I sniffed out the bullshit early, right? Yella came down to where I was located, not because she wanted to visit, not because she was like just like missed our conversation. No. She'd been coming down there. It's another goods and service broad. Now, High Yella was just that. Very, what's the word for it? Voluptuous, thick, right. High Yella also had a tag team partner that was her exact opposite. As you can hear, I'm outside, sitting here, talking to y'all. I love when these motherfuckers come through rocking these loud ass fucking music. Not making damn sense. Anyway, they fucking up the story. So, High Yella had a tag team partner, and they would do shows, parties, events, so on and so forth. Woo woo. And High Yella, from doing those shows, parties, and events, apparently developed a habit, one that she couldn't quite shake when it was on her. Now, when I first met High Yella, I didn't know nothing. I ain't know shit about nothing. I sussed all that shit out over time. But really, most modern women that have habits, be it legal or illegal, street or pharmaceutical, they all got something that they like and they hook on. Yeah, high yellow's issue, think of choice, happen to be from the street. Comes from countries like Colombia, Peru, so on and so forth. And as I'm sitting there talking to the jump, we figured out whether or not we can mesh because, I've gotten much better at doing my interviews. That's one of the things that came out in that interview. And me at the time, I was like, it's acceptable because I've never really seen a broad that was living that lifestyle, how fast they could just deteriorate in front of you. You know what I mean? Before, late night parties, staying up to the wee hours of the morning or whatever. High Yellow would go do a little events, come back with racks, bro, racks, just racks, racks. I'm a money guy, so it was hard for me to be like, stop everything now. I couldn't do it. I let High Yellow be High Yellow, but in the process, High Yellow was also fucking with that snow, man. Now that I'm older, I'm more wiser. I would never accept a bitch that is on um that's fucking with such substances. You know what I'm saying? Because now I know. Back then, I didn't. I'm like, well, bitch, you do you. I was more accepting. I should have never been accepting. But lessons learned. So I met this broad on a little date nap. She comes through. We get to chopping it up. We talking. Bitch is built like a fucking brick house, but High Yellow. And I had gotten the advertising down to a science. You know what I'm saying? I understand CRM. I understand motherfucking how to build websites, so on and so forth. So this jump got her own site, own page, own listings, da 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 da. And Youngin is like literally coming down doing her thing, but she is trying to think what way to say this. She's wasting an exorbitant amount of money on snow. Now, I'm just being paid to maintain the site and all the different things that go into that business, you know. So my hands are essentially clean. Broad is cramming as much of that snow as possible, you know what I'm saying, in her face, bro. I just looked at her like she lost her fucking mind. Like, yo, you just made a couple grand over the weekend and come Tuesday, you broke again. Bitches are the worst with money, man. I forgot who said it, but if a bitch makes 200,000 a year, she'll find a way to spend 300. Man, we ain't like that. We ain't like that. We try to save as much of that as possible. If we make 200,000, we trying to save 180,000. Keep that in the pocket. Not High Yellow, nah. Just because the money just came so fast for it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I met bras that had property in other states, so on and so forth, and they got that off that life, you know what I'm saying? Being out there in the streets and going on those expensive dates and escort and so on and so forth. I met plenty of them, you know what I'm saying? Got a couple of them on my phone. I can call up, where you at? Tahiti, where you at? New Zealand. But they invested their money properly. Ayala invested her money into her habits, bad habits, I should say. And whenever she would hit me up, I would see how every week or every weekend, whenever she would come down and do her thing, the problems would just like progressively worse. And it got to the point where eventually I had to cut the bitch off because I'm like, you looking terrible on this motherfucker. Bitch, stop. Get your life together. Now, here's the biggest problem. High Yella had a baby. So what the bitch would do, she would come down from B-More down to DC to peddle her goods and services and her wares or whatever, and leave the baby at home with mom, being her mama, and sell as much as she could on the weekend. You know what I mean? Book as many parties as possible. When you're living a life like that, you only got so much energy that you can devote toward that as a woman before it starts to take its toll and have an effect. But she couldn't see it coming. I could. I tried to warn the bitch, like, stop, you speeding toward a brick wall. She ain't listening. Then she would take her proceeds and stuff her nostrils. Bitch, you need to stop. She ain't listening. Well, High Yellow kept on doing what High Yellow was gonna do until she couldn't do it no more. She decided that. She chose that. Compare that to the average Keisha. Ain't they what they do? Well, ain't that what they do? Now, High Yellow was in love with the Coco. That was her boo thing right there. That was her main thing right there. High Yellow would turn all kinds of tricks for her. I've been on and off for it. You know what I'm saying? But after all that hardcore on, had barely nothing to go back home with once Monday came. But that behavior, that self-destructive behavior, is pretty much omnipresent in most BWs, man. If not a substance, then maybe a food. Not a substance or a food, maybe a drink. Or maybe their habit is shopping, or spending money on some shit they can't really motherfucking afford. They just faking like they can for you. I observed that self-destructive behavior for a hot little minute. I said, okay. Eventually, when the time came, High Yellow had to go. Because High Yellow was gonna get a boxer for some snow. That was her main focus. You thinking the bitch is doing what she do because she got to feed her kids and she in such a bad, terrible situation. No, that wasn't it at all. That was not it at all. The broad was doing what she did because she wanted some more. Now, I can't vouch for her life and how everything went with it. She went home, but I do know without a shadow of a doubt, because me and the Bronx are in close age, that she was still on that bullshit when she went home as well. And she was truly a beautiful young lady, you know what I'm saying? Most niggas will see that broad and be like, damn, that ass though. Got the tats on it, the little paw prints and all that. If I put a picture on it, if I put a picture on here right now, most of y'all are hit straight up. But she couldn't get past her self-destructive nature. And I always wondered, like, why is that? But then I had that aha. It's because at the end of the day, the bitch really hated herself. She hated herself, bro. She wasn't doing what she did because she was lost and turned out. She was doing what she did because she wanted to destroy her motherfucking self. In retrospect, most of the hoes I've met in my life hated themselves and wanted to destroy themselves in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Hell, the average Keisha you meet in the goddamn grocery store don't like her motherfucking self. I saw a bitch today in the gas station when I went to go get some cigarettes and some other things, some Red Bull or whatever. She had the weave on. You know what I'm saying? This ain't. It's obvious that that's not your head, bitch. She got the Becky with the good hair weave on. I'm looking at her like, you really don't like yourself. There's no way possible, because if you did, you wouldn't be sitting here with that obvious lace front weave on or wig on or whatever the fuck it was. Because High Yellow was attractive and niggas were white, but thank you, good sir, for all of this. Because High Yellow was attractive, niggas were white, they'd holler at her, but in all reality, the bitch hated herself. Fast forward about a year, dealing with the junk, throwing the pictures out there for OnlyFans, not YouTube and some other sites, and you know, promoting her product digitally. She came down and we had a face to face. I'm like, yo, numbers is going down, and this is what we can do. Bitch shows up wearing a motherfucking half sweater with a big ass hole in it, looking like a fiend that is trying to maintain the guys that they're not a fucking fiend. And it fucked me up. I was like, damn, bitch, what happened to you? That product. She finally achieved what she set out to do. Self-destruction. In a year, bro. A year. The bitch went from all the way right and body tight to looking like, you know, a busted spaghetti bowl. I'm like, damn, yeah. Who paying for this? You know what I mean? But most of the women in our community hate themselves. I came to that realization, and I didn't, but I just thought it was like maybe just her, just a couple of them. No, it's the vast majority. They hate themselves and they hate you too. If you can't love yourself, how the fuck could you love somebody else? Well, let that marinate. How could a bitch say she love you when she don't love her motherfucking self? Or if a bitch say I love you more than I love myself, does she? Does she really? Like, does she really? Does she really? Is that possible? Whenever I meet a new bitch, so was a whole crack her lips and say I love you. I'm like, yeah, I know I love me too. Cause I'm just that goddamn great. I don't fuck around with these bitches. I don't believe shit they got to say. I think 99.9% of everything I got to say come out of her mouth is a fucking lie. I'm already looking at it. You're a liar. I mean, but High Yellow went from being on point to trash, bro, in a year. Because once she finally made enough money off of all the advertisements she was paying me for, the bitch made enough to destroy my fucking self. Completely. You know what I'm saying? It's wildest shit ever. Wildest shit ever. And I witnessed it. From the top of the mountain down to the valley fucking floor. Splat. Like Riley Kelly on some Riley Kelly shit. Splat. It was a wild thing to witness, but it put me on point and let me know exactly how to carry things in the future, how I should proceed in the future, and who I should proceed doing business with, or talking to, or speaking with, working with in the future. You know what I mean? What I will accept and what I won't. And the worst motherfucking part is that was some other nigga's baby mama. Somebody bust that junk up and bust that junk open, and she turned had a kid with it. Now where she's at now, who the fuck knows? She might be that one of my people's that than anywhere close to Baltimore in Baltimore. You might have walked past her. She was yellow as a motherfucker, but now she looked like a whole fucking fiend. Who knows, bro? Who knows? Oh shit. Comments. Oh shit. Salute Soul, salute Cortez, salute Solo Dolo. And whenever they talk about our community, I cringe now because I'm like, how is this our community? Ain't nothing our about this. The community's full of a bunch of broken bitches that seek to break men. I don't identify with that. I don't identify with that so-called community of broken homes and broken bitches and broken kids. Because once they get enough money, they destroy themselves completely. My G, once you get enough money, you set. You start moving and maneuvering out here, making shit shake. That's one of the first things you do. When they get it, it's just a race to the bottom at that point. For the vast, not all of them, but for the vast majority. So, anyway, I'm not going to hold it. Yella destroyed herself in record fucking time within a year. When she got what she like, when she got where she was trying to go, it was over. And yet again, a beautiful young woman. Problem is, she couldn't see it. She couldn't, and she wasn't trying to. And if you just so happened to be the nigga that tried to show her how beautiful she was, like her baby daddy, she was gonna fuck you over too. Those are the women that make up our community, or their community, well, our so-called community. It's sad, but the fuck can I do about it? It's like being on 24/7 delete yourself watch. But the person in the room that you're supposed to be watching has all the equipment necessary to that way they can complete their task. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. Why would I take a job like that? But it is what it is. But Cortez said, yep, 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 yep. Cortez, right, bro, right. My fault, y'all be forgetting about all the buttons on this shit. This stream y'all shit is amazing. It's a lot going to be a lot going on to hit everything and also maintain our conscious stream of thought. Can be a bit of a motherfucker. My fault, y'all. Let me put y'all's post up right. So it is what it is, brothers. We are where we are. As far as I'm concerned, they can do what they do. I'm gonna do what I do. That's my neighbor right there. Big homies in the trucking. But it is what it is. Y'all brothers have a good night. AC was right. Stay in the shadows. Protect your six. Cover your six. And keep dodging these bitches, bro. Because now since I started telling these stories, the more I fucking remember, but I'm looking through it with a red pill lens now. And it's just like, straight up. Straight up, man. Back then I was looking at it like, okay, it's a way to make some money, hustle this, hustle that, woo, woo, woo. But now I'm viewing things from a very red pill lens. And it's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. Just like the story I told, Paris smells like shit. In that whole situation, the bra was the worst one. It's disgusting, bro. Anyway, y'all bros be easy. Y'all have a great night. Shout out to my channel brother Saul. Shout out to my Chismo TV. Shout out to Solo Dolo. Shout out to Cortez. Man, we got to get the fuck up out of here. Cause this ain't life. This ain't living, family. This ain't life and this ain't living. You get a broken broad out the box that don't know shit but to give up some box. Disgusting. Peace, brothers. Y'all have a good night, man. Out.